பண்ண சொல்லுங்க. ஹச்ஓடி கிட்ட சொல்லி அபிராமி மேடத்துக்கு சொல்லுங்க.
Start now. Shobita?
Can I start, ma'am?
Yeah, we can start now. Da.
A pleasant morning. We are going to our annual of 2021. Deep within each heart,
There lies a magic spark,
lies the fire of our imagination,
and since at the dawn of a man
the strength of just a can.
has brought together people
There's nothing ordinary.
in the living of each day.
There's a special spot we
We welcome you all the International E-Conference ICRASIA 2021.
of right and effective. It always paths the way of peace. This all Miss to the blessings of all.
मुदाकरात्तमोदगं सदा विमुक्तिसाधकं कलाधरावदं सगं विलाशिलोकरक्षकम् मुदाकरात्तमोदगं सदा विमुक्तिसाधकं कलाधरावदं सगं विलाशिलोकरक्षकम् अनायकैकनायकं विलासिदेवदैत्यकं नदाशुभाशुनासकं नमामि तं विनायकम् नदाशुभाशुनासकं नमामि तं विनायकम् मुदाकरात्तमोदगं सदा विमुक्तिसाधकं कलाधरावदं सगं विलासिलोकरक्षकम्.
Thank you, Merlin. Welcome is the sunshine which gives us more brightness to begin a grateful day. We request Dr. Kavita, Professor of ECE, to welcome the gathering.
A pleasant good morning to one and all gathered here. First of all, I would like to welcome the blooming engineers, research scholars, and faculty members from various colleges for International E-Conference on recent advances in computation, communication, Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence. On behalf of our department, I would like to welcome our Secretary, Dr. K. Ramakrishnan, and Executive Director, Dr. S. Kuppuswamy, for our conference. I wholeheartedly welcome our Principal, Dr. N. Ramesh Babu, who has given constant encouragement to organize this conference. I would like to welcome our HOD, who has given continuous support to conduct this event. I deem it as a great privilege to welcome the keynote speakers, Dr.Rose Oviya from USA, Dr. Amala Nirmaldas from Oman, Dr. Aziz from Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Arun Segar from Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Salim Raja from Oman, Dr. Karuppanan from NIT, Dr. Palwana Nahi from Kuwait, Dr. Kanisha from SRM University, Dr. Anandi Meena from Anna University, and Dr. Korgan Sengiz from Turkey. The keynote speakers are from different countries with a different time zone. A special thanks to all for accepting our invitation and welcome you all for our conference. I extend my warm welcome to the session chairs of our conference, Dr. Anandi from Tyagaraja College, Dr. Muniswari from Christ University, Dr. Rajendran from Government College, Dr. Ashok Kumar from Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Jayanti from PSNA, Mr. Anbarasu from Ethiopia, and reviewers, national and international advisory board members who have spending their valuable time with us. It's my pleasure to welcome the HODs of various departments, teaching and non-teaching faculty members for our conference. Last but not the least, I welcome my colleagues and my dear students from our department. This conference is the avenue for the students to know what is happening in the world and how it will be exposed to the real world. I wish to congratulate all the participants of this conference and welcome you all. On this occasion, I am proud to state that we have received around 300 papers, not only from Tamil Nadu. We have received papers from US, UK, Oman, NID from India, as well as other states. Based on the reviewers' comments, 200 papers are accepted for this conference. In today's conference, 200 different innovative ideas will be shared and discussed by the engineers who will emerge as great inventions tomorrow. Wish you all the best, students. Once again, I welcome you all for our conference. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement.
Everything can be done with a hope and confidence.
It is the foundation of courage.
We request our optimistic principal, Dr. N. Ramesh Babu, to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Very good morning to everyone present over here. Really, it's a good sign we all connect virtually, and that too in an international conference. On the title of recent advances in computation, communication, IoT, and AI, which was going to be held in virtual mode, organized by the Department of ECE from M. Kumarasamy College of Engineering, Karur. It's really a privilege to invite all the speakers. I think in the welcome address, the conference organizer has already been explained about how many papers. Really, it's a good sign. Roughly around 300 papers has been received and 200 is going to be presented in various domains. And there are renowned speakers are available as a keynote. I really wish the Department of ECE who has taken the lead in organizing this kind of event, that too in this pandemic situations. I really appreciate the entire team who was behind the activities and organizing it in a short span of time and then presenting and giving a platform to all the budding engineers, scientists, or researchers to come forward and present in a forum like this. The title is really required in the order of the day, where everywhere now the current technologies are looking back in terms of either in terms IoT or in terms of AI. I think that's a platform, that is a theme line they have just taken in terms of people who work on domains and in applications can come forward and then try to provide ideas. Uh, one good thing, we are all in our own places and we are connected virtual. Though the pandemic has given a new platform for us to connect at any point of time anywhere in the world, and that's where we have a very good speaker. And I once again welcome and thank Ms. Rose Oviya Ramasamy, who has accepted our invitation and being there in the inaugural session. Ma'am, thank you for accepting and keeping your time even in the late. Yeah, thank you. In the late night, I think you are spending your valuable time and trying to provide certain inputs to the people who are eagerly waiting for your talk. Thank you again, and um, I personally appeal all the participants over here to the maximum wherever possible. Try to be there in you, even though your presentation is getting completed. You have verticals available. try to be connected and ensure that you will be able to learn something from the other researchers. Even a small point of discussion, what's going to happen, will create innovation thought in each and every one of us. That is a real success of any conference, not being presenting alone. And that's where I appeal whoever available here, whatever maximum time you are able to connect online, be there and then try to learn from others as well as you share your own innovative ideas. And that is where we are organizing this. And I wish you all to come in a better way in terms of your research and other activities. Uh, Thank you. Thanks for giving an opportunity to come and address you at this morning. Thank you. And once again, welcome each and everybody. And I have one more note I forgot. Even among this, our students also was participating in a major number, and really appreciate all our students who has taken at least a step in terms of an undergraduate research. Even a small bit is taking a very big role. Wish you all success.
Yeah.
Over to the organizing team.
Yeah. Sir, thank you. Thanks for coming, sir. Thanks for spending your valuable time on this occasion. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure. It's my
Yeah.
pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Sir, warm welcome to our guest of honor, our keynote speaker, Dr.Rose Oviya Ramasamy. Ma'am, good morning, ma'am. Hello. Ma'am, am I audible, ma'am? Rose Oviya, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Good morning. For us, it is morning. Good morning, ma'am. Actually, we are really thankful for your for taking the time out and your busy schedule to attend this meeting. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for having you in this great occasion. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Yes. Over to conference session, please, organizers.
Thank you very much for your wonderful words, sir. To be inspired is great, but to be an inspiration is an honor. Dr. Rose Oviya Ramasamy has a great software industry experience of over 2 decades. In her downtime, Rose Oviya Ramasamy chose to volunteer by sharing her knowledge to the benefit of others in USA and across the world. Today, we are fortunate to hear the words of Dr. Rose Oviya Ramasamy. Please, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Ma. Thank you so much. Respected dignitaries of the great institution, respected Principal Dr. Sir, respected HOD of the ECE department, all the knowledgeable professors, scholarly students of the great institution, M. Kumarasamy College of Engineering, one of the best engineering colleges of our mother India. I'm really ecstatic because, today is such a momentous day and an important day in my life. It's my one of my child's birthday, as well as it's the start of the International E-Conference. My as well as email ID is mentioned to you all. You can connect with me anytime. Given the time, I only have 45 minutes, so I would be really rushing up whatever I could in the time. So in case you have any concerns or anything, you always can connect with me on LinkedIn or the email. So moving on to slide number 2 without wasting any more time.
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Convey our regards to your kid as well.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. She just turned 10.
Our best wishes.
Child. My son is 14 and my daughter is 10 and the baby is 4.
Okay.
I have a handful of 3 children. Okay, so fantastic. Now, space. You see, ISRO, our Indian Space Research Organization, as you might have known, is working on the very, very ambitious Gaganyaan, I think is a Sanskrit word. It's a project. It's expected to be launching humans. We call it as astronauts in the United States, cosmonauts in Russia. Since Indians are getting trained in Russia, we call them as cosmonauts. So they're launching our Indians, into the space station pretty soon. I believe it's going to happen in 2023. It was expected to be in 2022 because of the pandemic. I think it's a little delayed. So, and this is an achievement. It is an achievement because we are a nation that is going to be celebrating the 75th anniversary of India's independence. We are such a young nation. It's not like America. It's more than 300 years old. Everything all set up. But India, we are budding. We are a developed nation, according to me. You will be more inspired by the slides that I'm going to show in a few minutes. Even though people call us as developing nation, I would just say we're all really smart. So nice. Since we're all pretty young, we need to work more hard and smart than the fellow global citizens. Please, okay, work hard. Moving on to this most important slide of the day. It's NASA's National Aeronautics and Space Administration's. It's a huge, it's something remarkable. This February 18th, what happened was Mars 2020 Perseverance rover touched down the red planet, as you might have all known. This mission was launched in 2020, and after I think a period of 7 months, and traveling nearly 500 million kilometers at 15 times, the speed of a bullet, this rover is there, and it's equipped with 19 cameras and 2 microphones, and the mission was streamed on NASA's YouTube page, and millions and scores of people all around the world was watching. Perseverance is one of the 3 separate missions in which the Mars, in February of 2021 itself, preceded by UAE, United Arab Emirates, and it was, I think, on February 9th, and China. China was the very next day. I think it was called the Tianwen, I'm not sure about the pronunciation, mission that also completed the first successful journey to Mars. So what is more significant now is the orbiter will be spending a few more months. This is the Chinese one, okay? And they will be deploying the first non-American rover on Mars. Now, America, NASA has been sending a lot of rovers over time, but I believe, Asian countries are also competing. So India, we are going to be sending our own cosmonauts onto the space station, and, other Asian countries like China and UAE, they are also onto the Mars mission. Now, the reason why these missions are missions are back to back, right? Because of the orbit trajectories. Every 2 years, what happens is the orbit of the Mars and the Earth come closer together, and then the scientists launch a window that minimizes the cost, time, and energy. These 3 precious factors, that we consider in any project, right? You have to definitely, take into account the energy and the time and the cost. So now, wonderful. Now, why are we even talking about the solar system exploration now? Well, as we all know, the reason behind all of this is purely engineering, electronics in particular. I hope you all must be, elated right now upon hearing. I know, I'm more happy than ever. I know electronics EC is very tough to learn when compared to computer science. However, please feel proud about choosing your field of study. As electronics engineering students, you all must be really, really, proud, because without electronic circuits, they are the driving force behind this modern technology, be it aerospace, computers, industrial automation, telecommunications, home appliances, anything. With advancements of the various deterministic parameters, like if you take the size of the electronic devices, material used on these devices, fabrication techniques, evolution of microelectronic circuits, they all keep on advancing at a tremendous pace, improving, semiconductors in this digital era driven by nanotechnology. Okay, so please be more attentive to what is being taught in your college, and you sure would actually be successful. You would be really proud of choosing this area. Now, why in particular did I choose this to talk? Because Image sensors, NASA's, when you look at this, NASA's Mars Perseverance, it's called the Perseverance rover, right? It senses and analyzes the chemical composition of the surface and minerals on Mars, including it's going to be searching for signs of past microbial life, because they say, like dinosaurs lived in the earth and then, they were extinct. Likewise, upon they have been sending rovers so long, but with the advanced sensors and the cameras, what happens here is the question to potential life on Mars, or was there life on Mars, and that's the quest that's been going on, right? So other than that, when you take a look at CCD, charge coupled device, image sensors, you take a look at this, image sensors that powers the SkyCam. This is part of the Mars Environmental Dynamics Analyzer. You see it on the slide right there. It's meteorological, suite, for the Mars 2020 rover. Perfect. Now, CCD, charge coupled devices, it's a Nobel Prize winning idea of 1969. It's not any new, and still widely it's taken up both astronomy as well as the consumer electronics ever since. CCDs convert generally the light into electrical signal by means of a physical principle called the photoelectric effect, discovered by Albert Einstein, which in fact paved way for the foundation of quantum physics, right? So all of these Nobel Award winning people, they contributed to your own electronics field. Alrighty. Now, again, back to talking about the latest Mars rover. Most importantly of all of the electricity required to operate this Perseverance is provided by a power system called the multi-mission radioisotope thermoelectric generator. So it's again nuclear energy. In a couple of days, what's going to happen? I think it's supposed to be the first week of April 2021. NASA is expecting its first ever helicopter, Ingenuity. Okay, it's also named by a student of Indian origin in the United States. About this helicopter is about the mass of only 4 pounds, just tiny. It's going to be taking a flight on the Mars. I believe, the test was about, I think, 15 feet. It just has to go up. It's still, studying. There is a lot of there are a lot of Indians, behind the success of the Mars Perseverance mission, including the IIT alumni Bob Balaram. Okay, I don't know his first name, but maybe he just changed it. I never changed my first name. My name was always Rose, even though I'm a Hindu. My father chose to just name after a flower. But, he is the chief engineer, Bob Balaram. Mr. Bob Balaram is the chief engineer of Ingenuity. And this is a small robotic helicopter you can see on the inside of this slide. This rotorcraft helicopter, was securely tucked in the rover's Perseverance belly. And it still hasn't, done its, flight yet. It's still, finding a place on where it has to be, testing it out. Now, there is a link that's specified in the bottom of this. HOD sir will be sharing the PowerPoint with you all, so you can actually go there. There is a very intellectual talk, on, the different teams, and, there is Mr. Bob Balaram himself talking and explaining. So we all must be really proud. So we are a developed nation, all right? Now, moving on to a little bit more on the, okay, a little bit more on space, okay, just a little. Hubble telescope. So this is named after the famous American astronomer, Edwin Hubble. This is powered by 6 nickel hydrogen batteries. So think about it, solar, all of this is whatever we know already. We just have to integrate this. There is a reason why I'm just bringing up all of this. In a moment, you will know. So powered by 6 nickel hydrogen batteries, okay, which provide the power during the orbit while the telescope flies through the Earth's shadow. This scientific instrumentation and onboard computer draws approximately what you see here, right? About 2,800 watts, and then it's charged, by these solar panels on the either side. It's very small solar panels, but still, I think it's about 3 and 7 mm. You can go. This Hubble has been functioning since 1990 for a little over 30 years now. While we, can talk in length about space, astronomy, and solar system, we are limiting our focus on CCDs, the charge coupled devices, and how the alternative cost-effective CMOS, the complementary metal oxide semiconductor, while whatever we use in these, digital cameras, security camera, mobile cameras, etc. Now, I am moving on to the next slide. But we don't have a lot of slides, so I hope to finish, it all in the given time. Now, CMOS, 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 or however you want to call it, complementary metal oxide semiconductor, okay? You would generally, these days, we have the security, this is the type of security camera we have in our home, the one that you see towards the end. So CMOS security cameras and systems use the complementary and symmetrical pairs, the P-type, the pure or intrinsic, and the N-type negative metal oxide semiconductor field transistors for logic functions. Progressive image scanning technology is used, in the CMOS security cameras. Lorox, like I said, the name of the brand is Lorox 4K, are the ones that we have outside. Before, for over a decade, we had Logitech. And then my husband wanted to have 4K. So, he went on to just upgrade this, I think last year. Yeah, he did this last year. Now, let me show on this, it's almost the middle of the night, so it's very, dark. But, let me show you, hold on one second, if I can just show you the cloud, where it's getting updated. You can see the live view. Let me just use the... this is one view. I'm not sure if this is just one view. There is a reason why, we are seeing this. I'm going to be integrating this with the IoTs that we will be learning. So this is one example of that. Now, next to which, we have cameras around the house, and then, so this is just common man's technology, okay? Anybody can have it in, India or elsewhere in the world. It's not expensive, it's very easy to maintain. And then the doorbell camera, I'm just going to be showing the doorbell camera. So you can, there's a two-way communication. So all of these are IoT devices, you can think of many. So we're going to be talking more of that today. So like I said, on the click of, it's accessible as simple as, from a mobile or, like any other device. How convenient, you see. All righty. So now let's focus on image scanning technology, okay, enabled by the CMOS security cameras. Okay, what happens here is to obtain the values from each pixel, right? It scans them consecutively. That's the pattern. So if you want to dig deeper, if you want, work on, some projects relevant to that, you can actually, explore more. Some advantages of CMOS security cameras are the low cost and the low power consumption, yet it's, high in resolution. And the frame rate is very fast. It's better when the internet bandwidth is low. Even though CCDs consume more power, they are still better at night, and signal distortion or the noise, generally they call it as noise. It's not the noise that we hear, it's just the signal distortion. So as electronic students, you might know. So it's, low in CCDs, but it's expensive. These days I think they integrate, they call it as Lorox, but they say this is nocturnal IP. So so the CCDs are expensive, but CMOS has started surpassing recently, which is why you see the performance. So most of this is like in 2025, I'm not sure where CCD is going to be. So moving on to slide number 6, this is pure electronics that we're talking about here. Okay. There's a reason why we're looking at all of these sensors now. all different possible sensors, from NASA's Perseverance rover sensors to the sensors in my home security camera and the doorbell, IoT, Internet of Things, right? So think of a sensor for temperature, pressure, infrared, gyroscope sensors, as in the case of drones, smoke sensors, gas leak sensor, just name a few. And there's so many different sensors that you can imagine. Now, they all along, for any type of, like from manual to industrial, revolution, we needed these kind of things, these kind of throttles, these kind of sensors to, like judge what's going on. We used to have the carbon monoxide in a traditional, it's funny, in the United States, they never let the baby get out of the hospital, even though it's our baby. They think, it's the nation's baby, right? So they ask you a couple of questions like, whether you have the smoke sensors, like installed in the house. If you say no, then they won't let you, take the baby with you. There are certain things. Nowadays, what happens is those sensors are just obsolete. We have like smart sensors that actually send signal to Alexa or, like Google. We have, most of these personal assistants, they are very cheap actually. All you need is, Wi-Fi or wireless internet, and then they just, go on doing the job that they, are expected to. Moving on to the most important slide. Perfect. Okay. This is the first and the actual beginning slide relevant to the e-conference. So all along, what's the reason behind me showing you Mars, and what's happening outside in with the telescope and all of that? Because that technology is not new. When someone says Internet of Things, this is not even new. I mean, it's not new because this was already, in, I believe in the 70s. The first, IoT was actually coined, the word wasn't coined then, but, the technology they put up in Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, United States of America. So nothing is new, please, focus. There are books. You have to, keep on using your professors. They will be the first guide for you, a philosopher guide, just go on, ask them, and then, go on exploring, gather as much knowledge as you could, look at various projects. So if it's possible in space, it's possible here. So even now, when the link that I specified, right, please go through the link. It's very interesting to know. Even what they have done is they have attached like a small cloth from Wright brothers, 1905 or 1901, whatever, from that flight, they actually took a small cloth and then they actually sewed it to this, and they wanted the same exact thing, the history to the modern in Mars. Yeah, that's how we have been thinking for many, many years. When we look at all the books that were written in ancient India, we have seen, flying things and all of that. People have imagination. So please keep your, Principal Sir said, keep the innovative ideas flowing, share your knowledge with others, So now let's get back to the actual thing. I have a lot to say. So, like I said, the e-conferences, recent advances in computation, communication, Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence. So we are witnessing what was rocket science for many years in the form of commercial products now. Exactly as simple as that. Okay. If you recollect the slide, we saw NASA's 31-year-old Hubble telescope or the most recent NASA's Perseverance rover. What we see is it's all engineering, and it's available in the most simplified form for consumers. Like I said, I can just use the same kind of thing. We're going to be discussing more on the stuff that I just showed you. So welcome to the age of the most rapid epochal shift from traditional industry, okay, established by the Industrial Revolution, to the economy, primarily based upon information technology. We all must be really, feeling so blessed to have, been now. This is the time to live. I mean, to enjoy life, okay? This is digital age rather than, being feeling sorry, just be more optimistic, okay? It is a digitally connected universe. Whatever is happening in Mars, you are able to see from here in YouTube, okay? What else can you do? Now, you all, like I said, always think about the sensors that, that are given in the Perseverance and then assume, we can actually, like anything and everything can be automated. Okay, hope it all makes sense on why, like I showed up all of those, as a preset. Okay. Internet of Things suite. IoT means the concept of inter-networking of physical devices, connected devices, smart devices, and other devices embedded with electronics, software, sensors, actuators, and network connectivity that enable these objects. Okay, keep in mind, all it does is to collect and exchange data. That's all. Okay, whatever data is there in Mars, we're able to see here. Whatever data that I see outside, I don't have to open my door or window or anything. I'm able to see it from my phone. That's it. Okay, so it all starts from a single sensor and it forms a global network of interconnected devices, such as its interoperability between different communication devices with direct address to application level. And this can be felt across various fields. So these days, the term smart, remember I said work hard, work smart? That's the reason why I chose to use that word. Smart has multiple ramifications, including smart home, smart city. So from here, I can switch off the light. I just call Alexa and then say, like switch off the dining room lights. And then if it was a day, I would have just done all of that. I don't want to be in the dark now while explaining, okay? So, like I said, smart city, smart environment, Coimbatore, I'm from Coimbatore. So they recently announced it's going to be a smart city. So I can't wait to go and see the changes there. I've been there in about 3 years, I think. The last time I went was in 2017. So please, we all need to work smart, okay? Please. Moving on to slide number 8. I only have 17 slides and the last few slides are a breeze. So, excellent. We understand that as of now, there are many billion IoT devices. Some people say that's more than 50 billion, so nobody knows exactly. So it's many billion IoT devices, and it just keeps on growing. So which are electronics and not traditional computing devices, okay? These devices are simply connected to the internet to send data, receive instructions, or they can do both. What happens here is it actually leads to a few zettabytes, like 1 trillion gigabytes. Every now and then, the staggering IoT market definitely set to grow. It's definitely set to grow exponentially in the coming years. Okay, every now and then, all you see is just like data everywhere, and it's in zettabytes. Okay, so already at the moment, I can think of minimum over 15 IoT devices in my home, like security camera, doorbell camera, personal assistants like Alexa, Google, household appliances. We can control the washing machine. So in the garage opener. And light bulbs, like I said, temperature monitor, carbon monoxide, smoke detector, like I said, much more. Although the term IoT itself was coined around, like I said earlier, it was not functional fully like today, but the term itself was coined in 1999 by the British technologist Kevin Ashton. Okay, he was the one that just came up with the name IoT, like Internet of Things. So it gained popularity, widespread because of the adoption of many things, but most importantly, RFIDs, okay? Radio frequency identification tags. And then we can talk about like free Wi-Fi. By the way, Wi-Fi is not acronym, as you might have known. It's just a brand name. We call it as wireless networking. So if you want to be like knowing the right, things to use, so you just say, people tend to call this Wi-Fi, but it's wireless networking, okay? And other than that, bandwidth speed, like 4G, fourth generation, more recently the 5G, all made it possible for designers. So to simply assume wireless connectivity anywhere, okay? So that is the main idea behind all of this, the growth behind, and then, it's just, like enormous amount of data that's generating from these devices now. Other than this, the most important thing is the rollout of the IPv6, the Internet Protocol version 6. Okay, what happens is it actually provides with an identification location system for the computers and networks. So usually based on that, every computer has like an IP, right? Now IPv6, meant that connecting billions of gadgets to the internet won't exhaust the storage of the IP address. So each and everything doesn't have to be, all of these things that are connected will be based on the, it'll be clustered. So when you get deep into the networking, you will know. But all of this, actually helped, these smart ideas helped the idea of IoT from the last millennium up into a huge market now, okay? And it's just going to keep growing. So there are more generic devices like the Raspberry Pi, Arduino, okay? Let's actually build our own IoT endpoints. You as electronics engineers, you should be able to do that. Okay, is that interesting? Other than this, what I can think of is like RFID sensor tags, usually generally they have like a antenna and a radio frequency integrated circuit, RFIC, right? And there should be at least one sensor. So based on that, what happens is an ideal tag, tag communicates over long distance and it will be seamlessly integrated onto everyday objects. So these days, all our library books also have like RFID attached to them. So it makes it easy, for tracking the book and ultimately aiding in easy and faster check-in and check-out, okay? So you can actually witness, this is just not everything, possibilities are endless in this. Now, moving on to the important slide. Okay, we understand what IoT means. We need to understand its key concepts. Okay, keeping in mind the sheer volume of connected devices, real-time data streaming, integration of cloud computing, all of this became crucial. Okay, cloud infrastructure, as we know, is used for data storage, processing, analysis, as well as the implementation of the business logic of the IoT applications. Now, to calibrate all of the big data, okay, coming from these fast and the furious, all of this, like a rate that's just unimaginable. A new category of technology also has arisen. It's called the edge computing. Rather than sending all of the information to the cloud or the centralized system, what happens is the edge processes some of the data. Like for instance, imagine a network of dozens of IoT security cameras. So from a house, right? So instead of bombarding the building security operations center with simultaneous live streams, edge computing systems can analyze the incoming video and only alert when there is a motion. When the camera detects a movement, like there is some activity. So that is how it's engineered. So now, embedded programming. What you see here is, you might have heard this. Okay, conventionally, these are used to design and develop, with large mechanical or electrical systems. Python, C, C++ are again the most popular languages to use. So in case you want to focus on, like embedded programming, you just learn any of that. All right. Now, next slide. I like this slide. We all know that, we can use simple ways to ensure our home network is secure. Like, you change the password username, the router's admin password, and then you actually check the network name, you activate the encryption, whatever you can to keep it safe. Like, you double up on the firewalls and then you actually turn on like the guest, turn off the guest networks. You don't want anyone to just, get in there. And then what you do is, you update your router firmware, all of this, okay? We realize that spams are all over, okay? We must not get carried away easily immediately upon looking at these free gifts, coupons, reviews, all of this. So better be careful. Cybersecurity in itself is a vast subject that we can talk about, but I am moving on to the next slide. This is going to be talking about, okay, security in IoT, okay? Since modern IoT, modern IoT ecosystems are very complex, security in IoT is more challenging than cybersecurity because, okay, there are common threats, like you just have to be extremely careful because there can be malware infiltration, credential theft, social engineering attacks, device misconfiguration, phishing attacks, privilege escalation, so many. There's always a digital security risk associated at almost every step. IoT systems are extremely vulnerable Of late, there have been a lot of movies. I think in Tamil also there's so much movies based on these hackers gaining access into pretty much every, thing, like a high-end car, all of that, just, as a means of educating the masses. Now, let us remember that one size does not fit all. If we were to explore the IoT deployment at the outset, any IoT business must undergo a thorough security risk assessment, and it should examine the vulnerabilities in the device and network system of the users and customer backend system. Security risk must definitely be mitigated for the entire IoT lifecycle of the deployment, okay, especially as it scales and expands geographically. So that is one concern that we should always keep in mind. Okay, slide number 12. Okay, Bitcoin, blockchain. Okay, blockchain. Simply put, it's a newfound way to pay, move, or collect money without the involvement of financial institutions, like establishing a trust, bypassing the need to have an arbiter. Okay, now it's quite interesting, correct? Virtual currency, Bitcoin, we must all have heard of for rapid gains in value. It's, I think, a little over $58,000 now today. Other than Bitcoin, there are over, I think, 2,000 other tokens and currencies based on the distributed cryptographical technology. They are collectively called as the crypto coins or the cryptocurrency. There are a lot of need to regulate these, regulatory measures that need to be employed. In addition to the ones that's already already, right? Most of the countries are actually, trying to put a ban. However, Elon Musk says Bitcoin can be used to buy Tesla, like sometime last 7 days. And also, I think, there's a chain of restaurants, like how we have Sharana Bhavan. Like we also have Sharana Bhavan here. Chipotle, it's a Mexican thing. They said, they will be gifting out like Bitcoin. So there's going to be this crazy people going there and, like buying stuff there. So it's like a raffle kind of thing. And then, they'll be giving out Bitcoins worth, I think, $1 lakh US or something like that. So it sure is getting interesting. Okay. So these are all notes for you. I'm sure you would know, but, there's also going to be, I checked up the other webinars. It's going to be very interesting for you all. Now, moving on to slide 13. AI-powered cameras in the Amazon delivery trucks. Okay, they help to check on the driver's alertness. Safer roads, the camera system is called Driver Eye, like the eye. Okay, and manufactured by the AI and the transportation startup. It's called as Netradyne. So, exactly what's mentioned over there. So 4 cameras, okay, this giving 270 degrees of coverage, okay? 1 facing the windshield, 2 facing the windows, and then 1 the driver. There are some people that doesn't like that. They want to create the union, and then they say this is just like you always, it's spying on the driver. But there is a list of 16 patents that actually help identify distracted driving to speeding driver drowsiness. Like if I'm really drowsy now, I'm trying to keep myself awake. So imagine some truck driver on a highway. So, he has to be very cautious, right? Otherwise, not only his life, many people would be in jeopardy. Now, such examples, it can help you rekindle. So this is something this is all latest. Get yourself updated. Please keep reading, okay? So like I said, information is out there. Now, please rekindle and bring out the creativity in you. Let's move on to slide number 14. Okay, sad. Coronavirus. Pandemic, scores of lives are lost. What else can we say? The slide just lists how technology is helping with maintaining the public safety, imposing the prevention measures, and the deployment of robots in a hospital environment. So you can just take a look at this. There are many projects, based on this that we can explore. So this is actually the data is provided from. I just actually took this exactly from online though. So, moving on to slide number 15. Agricultural robots are gaining momentum. A weed removing robot with its sensors, GPS antenna, laser range finders, IMU, that's the inertial measurement unit, and then the spray drone, deployed actively in fields. As a matter of fact, these robotics and AI companies are transforming the field of agriculture. My father is an agriculture scientist, so I'm really happy with all the developments. I'm positive that subsequent webinars on this e-conference would shed more light and give you in-depth knowledge on most of these things that we went over in the last half hour or so. Okay, so slide number 16. My dear darling students, please work tirelessly for the benefit of your wonderful educational institution and let the noble vision of the chairman, sir, Thiru M. Kumaraswamy avargal shine. Okay? Make your parents proud each and every day with your good manners. Be kind to one another. Help each other. Like the principal sir said, I also say the same thing with my children and, elsewhere, wherever I go, on, wherever they call me to talk. So appreciate your professors and teachers every moment, please. Okay? For all of this wisdom that they have given us. Okay, I always remember my teachers, my professors, my college professors. They are just like more than God to me. Finally, please share your knowledge with others. Okay, make this universe a happy place for everyone in it, please. Okay. Now, the last slide of the day. I hope I finished on time. I don't want to keep the other webinar pending. Now. Thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity, dear HOD sir. I wish all success with the conference. Thank you so much, everyone. Nandri Vanakkam. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I would like to end with the words from Mahatma Gandhi. You can say on the our father of the nation, India, Father India. You can just say, just be the change. You can be the spark. You can create a change. And everyone will follow you. Please be that good, agent. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. It's
so
a
much,
very nice, full and very informative lecture, and your tone is very good.
Thank you, sir. I wish I was more awake. Usually, this is the first webinar that I'm taking at this time. Usually, I tend to have it in the morning, but yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe the next session, you can continue on to the next section. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much for your valuable wisdom.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. See you.
Thank you. Thank you, see. Thank you.
Thank you, sirs. No person was ever honored for what he received. Honor has been rewarded for what he gave. A warm welcome our speaker, Dr. P. Karuppanan sir, for this occasion. He obtained BE in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Madurai Kamaraj University in 2004. He creditably completed his ME degree in VLSI Design from Anna University in 2007. He obtained his PhD from the NIT Rourkela in 2012. Currently, he is a professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology, Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh. He assumed this position in October 2012. He has been recognized as a highly motivated lecturer and research fellow who infused positive attitude with innovative solutions for extreme frontiers. He has published more than 30 research articles and completed 3 funded research projects by TEQIP, BRNS, and CSIR respectively. His research specialization is focused on VLSI design, embedded systems, DSP, Dept, soft computing techniques, THZ antenna design, and applied electronics. I request Dr. P. Karuppanan sir to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Thank you, madam, for your introduction, and I thanks to all the conference committee members and especially Professor Kavita, who gave the great opportunity to deliver the lecture on AI, artificial intelligence computing technique and its application in day-to-day life. As already Madam Rose Oviya explained everything about IoT, because artificial intelligence itself part of IoT. Before going to start, I will say the simple story even I am a artificial man. I am a artificial man. When I taken the birth, first I consumed the milk, mother milk. That time, one type of taste which is stored one of neuron cell. After few days, my mother given cow milk. Then I find out that is having some different taste. So another one neuron of my brain cell activated and it is stored, that is cow milk taste. After few days, my father gave me goat milk. The goat milk which was little thick and the taste is also different. So another one neuron activated and stored, that is the goat milk. Similarly, whatever I seen, whatever I tasted, different kind of neuron cells are activated and programmed, stored in a particular manner which I can able to remember like a memory device. So when I was studying the first standard, around my 6th age, my mother gave an apple. It was the red color. It was small in size and it's a comfortable because that is we brought from the Kodaikanal. We know the Kodaikanal apple is, the size is, the round shape and it's not a big and a small, it's like a small ball. So my mother gave us an apple. I tasted it, is a very nice taste. And that few days my teacher also told apple will there in the trees. So I thought a tree means it's a very big tree. After few days, I went to the village where I see the garden. In the garden, I saw many apples are there, but it's not a big tree. It is a very small tree. Then I just thought, my mother taught me it was the big tree means big in size, but this tree is very small. Oh, this is the one. Apple means it is the small tree. Then I saw many apples are there. I picked one apple and I started to eat. When I am eating, it is inside the liquid form. Then I asked to my mother, Mother, why this apple is inside a liquid? That day you given the apple that was solid. Then my mother told, son, it is not apple, it is tomato. But it is also red color, it is also round shape. Almost it is similar. Then why she is telling that is the tomato? Then another one neuron cell activated, it is stored. So this is the tomato. So like that, even my father or mother, they never studied. They never went to school and they don't know anything about reading and writing. Whatever the book for them, it is something printed on the book. But my school teacher taught me what is A, B, C, D and A, I, E, O, Q. So everything I studied and now I can read it. But according to whatever I am reading and I am writing on the paper, as per my father, it is something he painted or something he written, but he don't know what he written because my father is not educated, but I am the educated one. That means you can see earlier time, whatever the instrument we are used it, that is carrying some limitation, like uneducated, like my father. He can speak, he can do as usual work, but he don't have the smartness to understand or read something beyond his regular life. But I am the first generation where I studied. Now I can go one step ahead my father. One step ahead my father. Even my father still today, he don't know how to operate the mobile. Only he know one button, that is the red button and the green button. He, whenever the call is coming, he will attend. When he want to cut, he will push the red button. Only two things. Even the television also, it's difficult to change the channel. But the next one generation, I can able to even fabricate, assemble the mobile. I can operate anything almost in the electronic domain. So this is the, because I am the artificial machine, more information feed to me, more knowledge is feed to me to update my knowledge. So the same way we are training to the machine, the earlier machine like my father. Now we are trying to make the machine like me. I am the artificial man, where I can able to take some decision in the critical situation. I can able to take the decision in the critical situation, that is called the artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence means it is the decision making skill and the smartness. So that guy is very smart. Here even the smart means, so my friend is very smartness to play a game. My friend is very smartness to arrange the occasions. My friend is very intelligent to take the decision at the wrong place, also in the right direction. My friend is very good in the driving. Even whatever the route he will find out and he will reach very shortcut. This is the intelligence. Intelligence means smartness plus decision making. Again, what is the meaning of smart? Even the previous lecture we know IoT, which is connected with the smart sensor, smart home, smart electricity, smart home line appliances, smart watch, smart television, everything smart. The smart is very simple word. SMART is a 5-letter word. S for specific, S for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for real time, T for timely. This is the word, is the smartness. Smartness means not only the beautiness. Yes, smartness always coming, which is the compact in size, very attractive, beautiful. Because nowadays you can see the cosmetic industry is also booming like anything, because many people don't like their nose, don't like their ear, don't like their face. They're doing artificial surgery to make and show their face is very attractive. So this is the what we are saying here. The artificial intelligence, we are making the smartness. Every instrument should be very smart. It's a very compact size, and it's also able to take anywhere, looking very fine, and it's weightless, and it's almost all the artificial intelligence having the working process with the microprocessor or microcontroller, which will work in the remote sensor place, remote sensing operations. So mostly we will use the battery. That means the power consumption should be very less and the speed should be very high. And the area of occupation, the device should be very small. Even we can keep it in our like in our pocket, and in our hand we can carry anywhere. So this is the very simple concept of artificial intelligence. I can say I am the artificial intelligent man. Whatever I am studied, whatever I know the knowledge, whatever I have the ability to take the decision based on the learning process which my teachers, my parents, my society, everyone taught to me how to live, how to process the life, and how to achieve anything. Everything is pre-programmed by my ancestor. So this is the way I can say I am the artificial intelligence. The same thing I want to give to the machine also. Think like me, program like me, and that also behave like me, like a human. That is the artificial intelligence. Now, it is already day-to-day life. It is playing very important role, and we are already having the experience. Let me go. Now, outline of the presentation. After completion of this topic, you will understand what is the industrial revolution, what is the artificial intelligence concept and algorithm, how it can be applicable. We can realize from our own day-to-day life applications. Now, industrial revolution, as we know, it is started not very thousands years ago or 2000 years ago. It is just started 400 years ago. Just 400 years ago. Because we are having Ramayana, Mahabharata, which is written 5000 years ago. In that also, Ramayana, we have the Puspaka Vimana, where like a aeroplane, where in the place Abhimanyu and many people, they used the Brahmastra, that is like a rocket. So all the evidence we are having, but still, the industrial revolution started within the 400 years. The first resolution started from the British, where we know three things as very important to our life. One is the food, second is the clothes, third is the shelter. So in some places of the British, by nature itself, they able to get many cotton silk materials. So based on the cotton materials, they have the mechanization of steam power they used, and they fabricated the cotton materials. So some places in the same country where there is very dryness, people not able to get the dressing materials, so they need to send their production. The first industry started from the cotton mills, so textile industries. So they want to sell from one place to another place, so they need to carry the things. So they used the vehicles. The first they invented the steam train to carry their goods from one place to another place. Even for the agriculture, they used the steam engine. Steam engine they used in the agriculture. Even they used the ship to marketization or to make the commercialization from their country to another country, because whatever their country they're having, they need to sell it and they need to find out something new from other countries. That is the first revolution started from the British for only commercialization of their agriculture products as well as cotton clothes. Cotton industry, that is the first one. Mechanization, everything, water, steam power, empowered coal, spinning machine, steam engine they used. One is the transportation in the train and second is the ship. So through that only they almost occupied more than 100 countries they ruled, including India, one of the country, because they want to do the market. Just to came, their purpose is to do the business, commercialization. Suppose you want to do the commercialization where it is in the Karur or near to your college. First you will take the rental. After once you get the income, you need to purchase that land, or you will wherever you want to do business, you will your land itself you need to have it. So similarly, wherever they want to make the commercialization, they want to occupy their country. They need to rule, then only they can make their own business with their rules and regulations. So similarly, that only they made around 100 countries they ruled in the first revolution. And second revolution started in the year of after 100 years, 1870s. That is started from German, Italy, America. Some of the countries are taken this lead role of the second industrial revolution, where gas and oil they used to empower everything. And you can see the electricity that is introduced in the year of 1870s, AC generator, DC generator. Even 1876 only electric bulb is invented. And that time only everywhere the mass production, they used the mechanization, that is the steel is used in many places. Assemble and electricity is a very vast empower to everything. That time they invented the aeroplane, car, everything in the 1970s, in the second revolution. And the third revolution is started with the electronics and the nuclear power to make it little bit smartness in everything, the second resolution. Where the second resolution, the people used to work 14 hours, 18 hours, and from that only Lenin and many other people are fighting to make the work time is 12 hours, then they now it is making the 8 hours per day. And the third resolution, electronics is empower everything and make it automation. The third industry itself, computerization and make it automation. And the fourth industry, mostly we are working in the cyber physical system, artificial intelligence, internet of things, robotics. Only one thing we can say, the fourth industrial revolution started, everything is having the 100 years. Now we need to work three things. One is the devices. Devices, it may be analog device or digital device, any kind of sensor, any kind of devices, plus biological. Biological means how the brain is storing the information and taking the correct decision in the difficult situation and giving the suggestion to whoever needs some help, and how it will predict the future upcoming days. Like we are doing a lot of insurance policies, everything because of the prediction after 100 years or after 10 years, what is my position, where I should be there, how we are thinking, we are processing the same thing, we can do it when we are applying the biological. That is the devices, biological plus digital. These are the three words combined to make each and every product, including our car, automatic car, aeroplane, everywhere we are already adapted with artificial intelligence algorithm. Because whatever we studied, based on our studies, based on our experience, based on whatever we are seeing, whatever we are hearing, whatever we are touching, smelling, based on this only we are acquiring all the knowledges. Based on the generated knowledges, we are living the life. Either it is complicated life, or it's a very simple life, or it is very sophisticated life. But based on the knowledge, how we are gathered and generated the knowledge, based on the knowledge only, because nowadays knowledge is the more powerful and the most powerful weapons. So that we are thinking about the machine also behave like the human. So that's why every devices combined with biological plus the digitization. So these three are combined together to make the fourth industrial revolution, make it everything automation. Now, pillar of industries of 4 is connected with everything is connected here. That is the Internet of Things, 3D printing, cyber security, autonomous robotics, simulation, augmented reality, system integration, cloud computing, big data. See, this all we are taking as the industrial revolution, where it is progresses to improve. Now, we will think about, before going to understand everything, we should understand what is the basic concept of artificial intelligence and types of algorithm. Sir, everything it's started almost, it's having 100 years of experience, because nothing is happened within a day. We are having number of resolution. It's happened many years to past. So it is started in the year of 1943. The evolution of artificial neurons have been studied, and 1950 we are started in the Turing machine. Even 1947 December month only we introduced the transistor. Sir, in the history is very magic, sir. Before invention of the transistor, because nowadays without semiconductor industry like resistor, capacitor, diode, transistor, we cannot make any kind of processor or electronic devices like television, mobile, everything. But before invention of the transistor, we invented the radio. Radio is telecasted, and 1925 television is broadcasted. 1925 television with the help of diode itself. So 1943 they started the artificial neurons studies, the theoretical developed, and Turing machines are developed in the year of 1950s before invention of the integrated circuit, because the first integrated circuit invented in the year of 1958, Jack Kilby. 1956, that is the birth of AI, Dartmouth Conference, which is held in the Dartmouth Conference first time, where nowadays they are leading all the industries. That time they attended the conference. Earlier time conference means sharing their knowledge, sharing their innovation ideas, sharing their creative thoughts, ideas. So that is the birth of AI. First time, whoever now there been IBM, many industries people, they participated. 1956 conference, there only the first word is discussed about the artificial intelligence, and everyone started to work. But still 1966 only the first chatbot Elisa came up to the picture after almost 10 years. After some years the first intelligence robot are brought it, but still it is not popularized. And again 1974 to 80, that is the 6 years, it is the first artificial intelligence winter, where all the funding agencies are stopped, and the progress of the research is almost is going down, because there is no funding from any government or private organization. If there is no funding, there is no research progress. If there is no research progress, there is no prototype model or any marketization of the commercialization of any product. So that is the 1980s. Again, 1980s, the first expert systems are came up to the picture. And however, it is also not very popular until 1987 to 1993. Again, it is taken the second artificial intelligence winter, where most of the companies are not interested to progress in this picture. And after 1997, that is the first, we can say, the IBM, which is developed the Deep Blue first computer. So that is defeated the first world chess champion. He was the world chess champion continuously 4 times. So that chess champion was defeated by the first artificial intelligence based computer. So from that, everyone started to look at 1997, just recent years. Then based on that, now many companies, whoever they're either government organization, private organization, they given the fund to the researchers, and the researchers started the prototype model. From the prototype model, they made the commercialized product. Now the AI become the very popular in everywhere. Now you can see here the chatbot and Amazon Echo. So many companies, like nowadays Flipkart adopted the artificial intelligence algorithm. Google, even the Gmail which we are having, that is adopted the artificial intelligence. Almost most of the computing techniques based our day-to-day life applications, they adopted the artificial intelligence algorithm for some kind of applications. We will discuss what are the applications we are already familiar and we are using in day-to-day life. So this is the one, all-in Turing machines developed in the year of 1950. Can machine think like human? That is the first question started. Then artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science in which the machines are programmed and given a cognitive ability to think and mimic actions like human and animals. The benchmark for artificial intelligence is human intelligence, recording, reasoning, speech, learning, vision, and problem solving. Everything like as a human, what we are doing. However, for the technical word of artificial intelligence, it can be categorized like 4 types. Nehru artificial intelligence, that is the machine can perform a specific task, that is the microcontroller. All the microcontroller is example for the Nehru artificial intelligence, like your mobile. Nowadays mobile also we are using the multitask, but earlier time where the button mobile is there, that button mobile is the best example for the Nehru artificial intelligence, where that is the purpose of only one thing. That purpose is so you can only speak or you can send some messages. Even you cannot use the internet. That is the earlier version of mobile phone, Nehru AI, like a human. Because at a time we can do only one task. Suppose I am teaching the lecture, I can take only take. While teaching, I cannot eat it. Even if I eat, the performance is not good. While teaching, if I watch the videos, then my performance will be diverted. I cannot give the present. So we can do better at a time a single task. Like while driving the car, we should only concentrate on the road and other obstacle which is coming. While driving the car, if you dance, if you watch movies or something, then it may having the more chances to get accident. So it is the narrow AI. The general AI, it is a simple microprocessor. It can perform any intellectual task with the same accuracy level as a human would. Planning, decision making, identifying, object recognizing, sound, social, business, and transaction. So while speaking through mobile, I can eat it. While speaking through mobile, I can eat. While driving the car, I can listen the music. While driving the car, I can see the outside what is the cities is decorated by many film stars or politicians. So that is something I can observe. That is the general like a process. Then active AI. Active AI is active when it can be beat human in many tasks. So this is the active AI which the machine can perform better than the human. Now applied AI, that is again it is better than the human machine. The human can you see this is the artificial intelligence algorithm. What I can say here, the artificial intelligence algorithm, suppose sir, you are selecting the MLA or MP, sir. So April 6th, you will going to put the vote. Now they are coming to your home and they are giving namaskar to your feet and they are, so you can do anything with them right now. Even many people where they are going for the voting, they are beaten by the people. Even the many villages, they are not allowed to enter their hometown, like EPS, OPS. So even they was the chief minister, when they was the minister, nobody touched them. But now they came to our hometown and we are only going to give the power. So once you are giving the power, they will become the minister or the chief minister or even MLA. After that, whether you can go and ask your rights, we need our village don't have the transportation, there is no road, you come and solve this problem, whether you can go and give the complaint or whether they will come and do it immediately, whether they can go and approach at any time to them, no. But you, who is giving the power? You are only given the power to them, even to become the prime minister also. But once they become the prime minister, they are the rule maker. They can make the rule anything and that you should follow. Otherwise, you will be in the jail. So similarly, you are writing the program to the artificial intelligence. You are giving all your knowledge you are giving, writing as the program. So even what we are having the knowledge, what type of information is stored in our brain, whatever you studied, everything, because our brain can store each and everything by the images, no other format, sir. Suppose I am saying apple, what is coming to your mind? I am saying banana, Narendra Modi, Nitin Gadkari. So whatever the name I am spelling, even whatever the object, and not only that, I am going to Delhi. So what is your imagination? I am going to Delhi means you are imagining that Karuppanan, he is the object, he is going to Delhi. So you are giving the meaning. How you are giving the meaning? By imagination only. Each and every information of our brain stored only images, no other format. Similarly, every processor can store the information, like whatever the information, sir. It may be written information, text information, or analog 2D information like audio information, or video information like 3D. So whatever the information, sir, it can be stored only zeros and ones, bits format, sir. How you will store the bits format? Even you, whenever you are typing the internet banking, you are writing your username and giving your password, then you are accessing. Even if you want to see your, but we don't have that much full access, but mobile in the bank person, if they give your details, everything there, your photo is available, your thumb print is available, your fingerprint, your whole data, because nowadays they combined with your Aadhaar card, they know where is your birthplace, what is your date of birth, everything, sir. They have all the data, sir. Only they given your username and account with their system, it is everything is coming to the data. And how it is coming your photo also, sir, because everything stored in the processor, that processor will store everything by the zeros and ones data only. So even if you have voice message, that also can be stored and that can be transmitted. So each and every information can be stored in the bits format only, that can be written in the programming language. So different kind of language we can use it. What is the language consist? Language consists of only the comments or the statement. What are the statements, sir? You can make it as the language, because every language is having some algorithmic method to write it. Either it is a C program or C++, Java, VHDL, Verilog, you can write it, sir. You can make it the artificial intelligence algorithm from any language, sir. So this is the some artificial intelligence where it is having the different types of artificial intelligence: cognitive computing, computer vision, machine learning, neural network, deep learning, artificial intelligence. So now types of algorithm. So here I want to say the types of algorithm. You are having the classification of algorithm, regression algorithm, clustering algorithm. So clustering means it is the group of things. It can be K means clustering. So it's having, I just given some listed only, some listed which is very popular. But apart from that, you can also develop some new algorithm. Suppose, sir, you developed one artificial intelligent robotics. Then you are saying, dear robotics, you go and pick up banana from the, you are having one storeroom, or you are saying to go to the kitchen and bring the banana. It is going and seeing where is the banana. So first it is open the fridge. The fridge, it's having many things, apple and banana, even orange, many fruits are there. So it's taking only the banana and coming to that. So that is the classification. So it is deep. It is our, we can say the examples when we are taking our school. The teacher can identify these are the students can get it very good mark. If we allow the students, we will get 100% pass mark in the 10th standard. And these are the students is a risky student. We need to give some more tuition, then they will get qualified. And these students, even if you try also, they cannot get a pass in all the subjects. So better we will stop them this year and we will allow next year. Like this only we can make 100% result. That is a classification where we can classify based on their performance, based on their observation, based on their activities in the school. We can make the different type of classification. So now this is a very simple, sir. Now artificial intelligence algorithm means that is the preparation of some recipe. Suppose you want to prepare the sambar. That is the recipe. You want to prepare the sambar. So to prepare the sambar, what are the ingredients are required? To prepare the sambar, what are the ingredients are required? Dal, oil, then kotamali, curd, so some vegetables. So you just think what are the ingredients? That is called data. That is called data. Data means suppose you want to make the robotics that is used to cook. So the cooking, how the robot will cook to prepare the rice or idli, whatever you are given the command, you should program how to prepare the flour, to prepare the rice, to prepare the idli, and how, what are the vessels you need to use it, what is the temperature, and what is the, how to switch on the stove, and you make it, you need to train up everything. What is the quantity you need to put it. So once you train up everything like the programming, then it will do it, sir. That is the data. That is the preparation of idli one data. And next is the preparation of dosa, how you can prepare it, and what is the flour, how to make the flour, where you can keep the flour, and how to do it. So that will do it. And the second, you want to prepare the rice. So you need to train up. This is the different data. And the data next is you need to make them how to prepare the chutney. That also different kind of chutney. These all the data, every ingredients is called the data, because the data science is the most fundamental things. The data science is the most fundamental things to make the artificial intelligence algorithm. Sir, it is like our body, our human body consists of million trillions, 700 million trillions of cells are there. Every cell having the DNA, and a group of cells form tissue, group of tissue form organs, group of organs form the human. Similarly, each and every cell is the data science, and group of cells form the tissue, that is called deep learning. Group of tissue form group of organs, that every organs like liver, heart, then brain, muscles. So this every organs is sorry for the interrupt, ma'am.
Sir, no issue, sir. No issue. There will.
No, like here power cut.
Yeah, no issue, no issue, sir. Please, sir. Please proceed, sir.
So every data we can say it is the ingredients are called data. Based on the data we will, because when you make the artificial intelligence algorithms you need to make that, so we need a very compact and very high processor. So we need at least some gigahertz terahertz frequency data of processor. So that's why we are now people are working how to make intelligent processor itself having the intelligence. So that is the things we are now moving. Sir, I am searching.
Yeah, yes, sir. Please, sir. Please share your PPT, sir. Yes, sir. It is visible, sir.
Okay, fine, sir. So this is just preparing the sambar, sir. That is the only I want to say the algorithm. Once you have the ingredients like a data, you can make it, sir. What is the level of, because if you have the 1 liter, suppose you want to prepare for 5 people, how much oil you will put, everything it's having the limitation on that quantity, sir. That is very easy to write any program. And this is the, now this is the fourth industrial revolution where many kind of applications like cyber security, artificial intelligence, internet of thinking, so how the people are moving towards this actively transforming. Already transformed is cyber security. Mostly we are concentrating about the cyber security. Every country need their citizens should be very secure. Even the digital India we are talking about, because everything is should be transparent. By doing the transparent, where we can able to reduce many type of crime. So even the smuggling business and bribe, but still it is there, but we can at least able to reduce. That's why every institute or every organization saying that you need to do the digital transaction. So these are the some application we can see here. Almost it is covered everywhere, sir, from the transportation, agriculture, because nowadays everywhere we need a smart transportation, smart health care, smart gaming, and this is the internet of things, one kind of applications. AI in the real time, you can see this all the places we are using the artificial intelligence, where nowadays the automobile industries, so they are using the robotics and artificial intelligence machines to make the car or transport. And facial recognition, nowadays most of the countries they are using the facial detection. Like even you can take the example is Chinese. If you enter the China, in any airport or public places, railway station, any person enter outside of country, because they already stored and they already implemented all their citizens. Even they are taken the birth today, they will take their data, everything they will update it, and that is common to everywhere. From every security, they are having the face detection only. Whoever, if you are going somewhere in the crowd place or even any place, because everywhere they have the security camera, and they will, the camera will detect, and if already the data is available in your data system, then it won't give any, it won't think. But if something you are going first time to the China, your database is not available in their database, then it will give the red mark, and it will indicate one person is entered inside and he don't have any database. You check it, then they will come and check who you are, you whatever. So but the, if you are some person like Narendra Modi going to China, they are having Narendra Modi database, because they have the photo, they taken it and they stored he is the, so very all the popularized person data are available. Even the criminals are good person. So other whoever very popular, they all the database they are already having. Once he enter without inform to anyone, wherever he go, Narendra Modi he will get it. So Narendra Modi entered, they will say one person came very popularized, he belongs to India, so it will give the data. Even the artificial intelligence, earlier time you can see the movies, they will brought some villain and they will ask you, tell me who are you, what is your name, what is your plan. Nowadays no need to ask anything. Once they kept in front of the artificial intelligent machine, it will read his biodata. But still in India we don't have that much of, but one initial step, that is the Aadhaar card, where it is counted everywhere with the facial recognition. If it is done with the facial recognition, because as per the genetic science is proven that our eyes, our iris never change it from the birth to death. The iris never change. Even the eyes, which the small child also the size of the eye is same, and after 90 year also the same iris of the size will be same. It never increase. All other body parts will increase, but the iris never change it. The iris when you taken the birth to death, the iris of the eyes size and the characteristics is never changed, and everyone having different iris. There is no uniqueness. So that's why the people are believing now also the face recognition, because the face also is going to change. The nose, whatever the sin, it will change after the years, but the iris never changes. That is based on that techniques only they are using face detection. Now this is the real time where we have the cyber security applications. This is also one type of application we can see in many places. Now, how artificial intelligence improve the email communications? Sir, email filter the primary, social, update, forum, spam. One time you are getting some advertisement which you don't like, so you are giving that I don't like this type of advertisement, so you are giving the spam. The next time your account itself send that type of message to the spam without asking to you, because it know my accounter don't like this type of advertisement, send them to spam. Your account itself acting as a artificial intelligence, and somewhere you are searching to purchase your iPhone through Amazon. So but you are searching, it is coming around 70,000 as per your requirements, your specification. So you are searching, you are don't have that much money, so we will purchase after 2 months. Right now leave it. After 1 or 2 days they will send skip on. Whenever you are open your Facebook, they will send that type of advertisement. Even your email also will get that type of advertisement. So now this company or this brand is giving with less amount some offer they are giving, particularly about that iPhone which you are searching. That type of advertisement you will get it. How do you know that account details? Your that my customer searched this type of material, that iPhone he searched, so he may be interested. So that is the where artificial intelligence are playing. So now even whatever you are keep on searching in the internet, something you are searching, Searching means whatever type you are searching, it will be stored in your account. So it will go that Netflix, where the movies you are searching some kind of YouTube, you are searching the first time some kind of movies like Vijay. So you are searching some kind of movies. So that type of movies next time whenever you open your YouTube account, it will show that type of movies only. That is the artificial intelligence. And smart replies in Gmail. Suppose you are going to vacation somewhere. Suppose you are going to vacation somewhere. You can set it. Whoever sending that will give automatic reply to them. That is the smart replies. And even whenever nowadays you are typing in the Gmail, it is giving the grammar checking. How that will even it will go to some lines also for your references. So if you type ref, the remaining sentence it will come because they adapted in the Gmail account with the artificial intelligence. Even nowadays many places you can see. Suppose you are having the Facebook, you may enter your data, but you didn't forget that person. You may study it, but that type of message come. Maybe he is your friend. Maybe he is your friend. You are searching who is that. He studied in your 10th standard. How the system can capture that he is your friend? What is the link between you and him? Only you typed where you studied in the 10th standard. So it will do the analysis wherever the person, wherever they are entered that school name, it will bring to your mind. Even it is very difficult for you where they are working, what they are doing, what is you forget also their face, everything. But the system will bring you and that also show their photos. And that also keep on indicate he may be your friend, he may be your friend. If you open that, exactly you will find out, yes, he is my friend. Now social media everywhere it is having the artificial intelligence in your real time. And Google search predictive, so you can see in many places we can give many kind of applications where the artificial intelligence already playing in our day-to-day life. Now this is the nature creation and the human creation for using the artificial intelligence. And however, so our life is 0 to 9, sir. Here the everyday life, because the artificial intelligence fulfill our 0 to 9. 0 for zero tension, that is the cyber security will be applicable. We will live 0 tension. 1 for one sweet heart to share our feelings, emotions and everything. 2 represent 2 child for the next generation to fulfill our happy family life. 3 represent 3 bedroom house to live the happy life. 4 represent 4-wheeler car to go to office. 5 represent 5 working days per week. 6 represent 6-digit salary per month. 7 represent 7 wonderful tour with family members. 8 represent 8 hours peaceful sleep per day. 9 represent 9 glass of drinking water per day. So this is the this is the dream of our life, which the artificial intelligence will fulfill our dream life from 0 to 9. Now the nature is created, the same things we are created, the human, with the help of artificial intelligence algorithm. Thank you for your kind opportunities. If you have any questions, let me discuss, otherwise we will move to the next session.
Thank you. Thank you for impressive speech, sir. Actually, so real artificial intelligence, now only the students or the scholars, they may know, I think, sir. Actually, you explained in a well manner, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for your.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you for the opportunity, sir.
Thank you very much for your knowledge, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Here we take a 10 minutes break and start the presentation. Thank you all.